Inclusion Revolution Radio is brought to you by Toyota North America, a proud supporter of Special Olympics and mobility for all.
What's your story?
What does accessibility mean to you?
Hello, you are listening to another special edition episode of Inclusion Revolution Radio in collaboration with accessiBe Spotlight Sessions. My name is Josh Basile. I'm your co-host for today's show. I'm a C45 quadriplegic paralyzed below my shoulders and a power wheelchair user. I'm the community relations manager at accessiBe and a passionate disability rights advocate and trial attorney focused on breaking down barriers to access and inclusion for people with disabilities.
I'm Novie Craven, your other co-host for today's show. I'm a proud Special Olympic athlete and employee. I play bocce, basketball, and any other sport you can think of. I love Special Olympics and the work our organization does to promote friendship, respect, and of course inclusion.
For many, October symbolizes the start of all things fall. Pumpkin spice lattes at your favorite coffee shop, sweater weather, Halloween costumes. But in case not on your calendar, this month is also National Disability Employment Awareness Month, NDEAM for short. This celebration reaffirms our commitment to ensuring access to meaningful employment for individuals with disabilities every month of the year. This year, the official theme of NDEAM is access to good jobs for all. Our sponsor for this episode, Toyota, seamlessly integrates this theme into their organizational values. At Toyota, employees belong to an inclusive team built on collaboration, flexibility, and respect. A global partner of Special Olympics since 2017, Toyota supports Special Olympics unified sports activities in the United States and Japan. The partnership models a shared vision of a more inclusive world, combining people of all cultures, backgrounds, and abilities.
To share how his culture and background and abilities have shaped his journey to having and advocating for disability employment, we welcome David Duncan, a Special Olympics Jamaican athlete and a Global Athlete Leadership Council member. David is a voice for athletes everywhere. He's employed by Special Olympics Jamaica as an IT and activity support. In his leadership role, he speaks to the importance of finding purpose and fulfillment through his employment. Welcome, David.
Thank you, Novi. Very happy to be here, and thank you, Josh. I'm very happy to be
We're excited to have you on
included.
today's
Uh,
We're excited to have you on today's program, David. You do so much great work, and let's dive into it. So, first, congratulations on your recent election as chairperson of the Global Athlete Leadership Council. What does this position mean to you?
Thank you, Josh, for being the chairperson of the Global Athlete Leadership Council. We call it the GALC, GALC for short. It means that I now have to take the concerns and the needs of athletes from all 7 Special Olympics regions around the world and see how best I can carry their needs and their concerns to the leadership of Special Olympics to try and see if they can find solutions so the athletes can perform and be a part of Special Olympics and do it in more comfort.
The Global Athlete Congress is a space for leaders from all 7 Special Olympics regions to connect. Can you talk about the project you presented last year on best hiring practices?
Certainly, Novi. My project last year at the Global Athlete Congress eh, was an employment fair where my original plan was to get athletes with intellectual disabilities employed in in the workplace. Um, what I first planned to do was have the athletes visit different employers and have the employers give them jobs. But what I realized that the employers, a lot of them were not willing to hire athletes with intellectual disabilities because they didn't believe that athletes and persons with disabilities had the capabilities to work well in their jobs. So with along working alongside Special Olympics Jamaica and my mentor, we decided that we would flip it a bit and have the athletes showcase their skills and have the employers come and see the athletes in action performing their tasks. I realized that when we did this, it was the reception was very good because the employers, even though they were reluctant, when they came and saw the athletes performing the tasks that they or that other persons without disabilities could do, it showed them that despite their disabilities, despite their challenges, the athletes had strength and they had the will, and I was very happy with the outcome of it.
I love that you kind of changed the narrative and creatively thought of a different way to show it in action. I think that is very creative thinking. Great job, David. And you have experience training athletes on interview skills and professional development. What advice would you give to or what advice would you give to employers who want to hire individuals with disabilities? And what are some tips that you could give to someone with a disability who's preparing for an interview?
All right, for someone with a disability who's preparing for an interview, I would tell them to practice a lot. To get what I did was get persons who had training on how to train persons for job interviews. So I show them how to speak, how to dress, how to carry themselves, how to sit, and all of that. And also after I let them practice a lot, so they could feel more comfortable. And also, I realized that a lot of athletes and persons with disabilities, because of their background and because of challenges they have had in the past, they are very low on confidence. So we had to constantly speak to them and let them know that they have the potential to be employed. Not because you might have had bad experiences in your life does not mean that you can't go forward. And also to the employers, some of them are very unwilling. They can't picture how someone with a disability can fit in their job because a lot of them in their workplaces they have a well-defined structure that has been working for them for all these years, and they think that to put someone with a disability that would the work would not go on as usual and they would face challenges. So I had to speak with them and let them know. So that was one good thing that came out of flipping my idea around. So for example, an employer who's looking for somebody to do barbering, I might tell them that there's an athlete that have barbering skills that they might want to employ. But when they come and they see how the person do the barbering, because of their disability, they might do it a little differently, but they still get the job done. And some of them, truth be told, they do it even better than persons without disabilities. So they were able to see how it would work. So to the employers, I would say that it's you can take a chance, take a risk, come and see, and to the athletes, be confident, practice, and to move forward.
Thank you for that, David. And you kind of answered my next question a little bit, but I kind of want to dive a little deeper if you could share more. But so navigating the hiring process can be challenging for everyone. What additional advice would you even take to the next level for employers who want to hire individuals with disabilities?
All right. With individual with disabilities, because they have special needs, you might want to make changes in the workplace. This is not some to scare the employers, but to let them know that if you're taking a risk with someone with a disability will not hamper you in your job. You just need to know have the correct expertise and training. There are persons at Special Olympics and different institutions that can tell you how to make the transition, what changes you will have to make. It will take a lot of patience, but the results are very good. And now also I've noticed that persons with disabilities, when they get the chance to work, a lot of them are very driven, and they're very motivated because they are very proud of the chance they get, and they know that this might be a once in a lifetime opportunity for them.
Thanks, David.
As an employee with Special Olympics Jamaica, you are in the workplace every day. What are your job responsibilities and what have you learned from them?
All right, my job and responsibilities. I work as as an IT support for Special Olympics Jamaica, I help them out with in whichever way that I can, with setting up meetings, with computer, all of that stuff, emails and all of that, all of the technical stuff. And also, I also help them out when they have in any function, games, national games or whatever. I help to organize and to get things going.
I'm also a Special Olympics employee, and inclusion at work means a lot to me. How do your coworkers make you feel valid and included?
All right, my coworkers, they make me feel very comfortable. When I started working at Special Olympics Jamaica, they took the time. They didn't rush me or let put all the pressure on me all at once. They talked to me. They were very patient. They worked with me. Because of our interaction, they recognized my strengths and my weakness, and we formed a very good team. Sometimes when they have their projects working on, I help them out, and when I have a problem that I can't solve, I feel comfortable going to them. They don't say that, oh, you're a person with a disability, so they put you in a certain bracket. They work together with you and make you feel special and make you feel like a genuine person.
I love that answer. Working at Special Olympics is a dream job, a dream come true for me. Growing up, what was your dream job?
All right, so growing up, my dream job was to be a pilot. I wanted to fly planes when I was young, but I realized going on trips on planes, I really didn't like planes. I got airsick a lot, even though when I travel, I have to take pills to keep myself. So that was my initial dream job, but that didn't work out. Now I'm working at Special Olympics. Honestly, I never expected to be working here now, but it has really been a dream job for me. I like what I'm doing and the impact it is having.
And I like, different career paths, different dream jobs. It's there's not always a straight path to it, and you kind of found your way to what you're doing today, and you're great at it. So I love that, David. And with October being National Disability Employment Awareness Month in the U.S., but it deserves more global attention for sure. In Jamaica, do you feel like individuals with disabilities are more limited in access and employment?
Yes, all right. In Jamaica, we have companies that do hire persons with disabilities, like Digital Jamaica. They make an effort to hire persons with disabilities, and there are companies like that. But yes, it definitely more needs to be done. I think more awareness is needed, so that the persons without disabilities can know about a person with a disability, what they can do, how they can impact the job market, and with October being National Disabilities Awareness Month in the US, that's a very good way to promote the fact that person with disabilities need to earn, and with them they also have a will to produce for themselves.
And with October being only 1 month out of the year, why is it important to remind others of inclusion in the workplace all year long?
All right. It is good that yeah, it has been mentioned and highlighted in the month of October, but truth be told, this is something that needs to be done all year round. I mean, persons with disabilities, they face challenges. First, they face challenges living because persons mistreat them, misunderstand them, put them to the side. They don't get the attention they need, and make all their need for inclusion in the workplace. It will help both ways. The persons with the disability, they will feel more comfortable when they can work alongside persons without a disability, to let them know that they belong, that they don't have to be put to the side to try to swim all by themselves in a deep blue sea. They can help, they can work alongside persons without disabilities, and let them know that persons without this, there are caring persons without disabilities out there who are willing to help them. And also, for the persons without disability, they can see the potential that is in persons with disabilities. I mean, you, Novie and Josh, what you are doing right now on this radio interview, I'm sure this will be a dream for a lot of other persons with disabilities out there, but because a lot of them will not even get the chance, and that is very sad because society won't give them a, they don't believe they can, they don't see how it is possible, they think it's a waste of time, but there is something to learn from it. I mean, you are bringing awareness to the US and to the world about the potential of athletes, and a lot of them are doing great things, but a lot of them have the potential to do great things, but they can't because of the they are being held back by the expectations out there.
I like how you say give a chance because it's giving a chance to dance welcomes someone within the walls of a corporation or a business or whoever your employer might be, where they get to learn more, and learning more changes the world's how they think, how they interact, how they welcome people in, and there's just so much to learn from people with disabilities, and there's so much that people with disabilities can contribute in the workforce to change that business forever in the positive. And if you don't invite them in, you don't have that chance as well. So it's a chance you take on somebody with a disability. That's also the chance the business takes to be able to strengthen their employees and their company as a whole. So I love everything that you say, David.
Yeah, I really, I really liked how you worded it. What does inclusion mean to you, David?
All right. Inclusion means to me that allowing everybody to have an equal opportunity in life, disrespectful of their race, their gender, their religion, what they look like, what they eat, whatever. Um, Truth be told, a lot, even though we are in modern times now and a lot has been done to destroy the barriers that separate persons, a lot more still is needed. Everywhere you look, even though persons with disabilities need to be included in all facets of life, given a chance. It's not right to discriminate against someone because that person does not look like you, speak like you, believe what you do, eat what all different things that makes persons different. All of us are human beings. We all have needs. We have the same basic needs. Disrespectful of the language we speak, what we look like, our abilities, our disability, our strengths, our weakness. We all have basic needs. We all need love. We need attention. We need care. So inclusion means creating, for me, is giving everybody an equal opportunity to achieve.
I really love that. David, thank you for joining us. Because of leaders like you, workforces everywhere are becoming stronger and more inclusive. You remind us that there is a talent, there's a purpose in everyone. Employment can change lives. We all deserve the opportunity to succeed and work. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me here. It was a pleasure, and I really enjoyed my time here.
David, thank you so much for being our guest today, and for everyone, thank you for staying to the end. You can learn more about accessiBe, Inclusion Revolution Radio, and Special Olympics by subscribing on YouTube and following us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Find us using our handles at accessiBe_community and at Special Olympics. Thank you all, and we are looking forward to the next episode. Bye, Novie. Bye, David.